podcast this week.
You fuckers.
Wow.
Oh shit, are we live?
We're live.
I don't want to do one. Zach got over here. Let's just make him go.
Are we like the live where we can still take all this back, or are we the live where we have to keep going?
We're live where we have to keep going.
You
We
have to
can't
keep-
stop.
Man.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I can't stop the music.
Alright, well.
But yeah.
But yeah.
So what's up, guys? Welcome to the Amateur Hour
Podcast. You got it.
Yeah, thank you.
I was gonna let you just run with that introduction, but
This is episode 7, yeah?
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think
Yeah?
so. Before we know it, we'll be having episode 700.
7,000.
700. You don't want to touch the table. It rocks back and
Oh,
forth.
no, I'm not going to move. I'm going to keep my
you're
elbows on here.
Look at this gargoyle over here. Oh, we've got Zach the gargoyle in the building. I'm not moving.
You're not gonna move your arms at all?
No, I'm just going to literally sit here.
Alright, so Zach's arms are on the table right now.
When you guys hear the table move, that's when Zach moves.
Anytime you hear a noise and you're like, what the
Take a drink.
Yeah, take a drink. Anytime you hear Zach make the table move, take a drink.
Yeah. Well, I guess we won't have many viewers 10 minutes in. We'll all be wasted.
So what's been going on, guys?
Oh, just the normal this and that. I was going to ask you guys the same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Zach? Didn't do any arm exercises lately? Why don't you show us?
We're going to be getting you to try to move your arms the rest of this show.
It's the bet. It's the bet
There's
on the
no
table.
way you can't.
I'm not going to move my arms the way they are right now.
They're not even in a comfortable position.
Man,
You
this
have
is so
one
comfortable.
elbow on the table and
One's
one forearm.
nuzzling my chin,
Yeah, it's very
and the
weird.
other one's holding my phone.
I guarantee you've already moved it. I
I
guarantee people have already heard the
I
stupid
bet not.
on the mic.
Is
It's
that
like,
what it is?
that's exactly the sound
It's
that you're
not gonna,
making.
no, there's no movement on this
Alright,
table.
whatever. What have you been up to, Zach?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Just work and working out and just hanging out with you guys, with you fellas.
Oh, barely. We try to keep you away from us as much as possible.
Keep you at bay.
Every time we hang out, it just seems like something bad happens.
I
Bad
know.
luck.
Horrible.
Something horrible.
Yeah, like the other day.
What?
Should we even talk about
We
this?
should. I think we should talk about it.
So we were all together. Sorry, I didn't have a story.
I didn't have a story. I was like, what?
I was hoping someone would save me.
I
but
don't remember
the
looked at both of
story.
you and you were like, oh yeah.
What
did
happened?
What
What happened?
We were all together the other day, though. We watched the Walking Dead season finale.
No.
You weren't there.
Oh, you didn't
Was
watch
that Kevin? Was that not me?
No,
no,
it was just
me and
us. I was just thinking.
We were all
there.
together in
You
spirit.
were with us in spirit.
In spirit.
We have actually a little cardboard cutout of you that we sit on the couch. We're like, hey Zach,
One time I was passed
feed
on
you
the floor and
cereal.
took a picture of me.
Yeah. You're in a very provocative pose, and you have no clothes on.
No clue.
He looks like a walker.
The guys at Fathead would not recommend that I do that as a custom Fathead, but I was like,
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
do this. I gotta
need-
slap him
I
on
need
this
four,
board.
4 copies of this for my
4?
Yeah.
That's
One in each corner.
One on the ceiling.
No, one in each corner.
One on the ceiling.
Ooh, I should have got a 5th one for the ceiling.
You should have blown up one. Just on my- just on my
Trust me, I blew up all the other ones. You don't have to worry about that.
blow up a fathead.
Blown on and blown up.
I'm gonna blow off a fathead. Oh, so we can't talk about the season finale of The Walking Dead?
No.
No, that's spoilers. Total
So
spoilers.
people do that. It's oh my god, it's a
I
week
can't-
ago.
I cannot
Yeah,
be
but still, there are probably
Oh,
people
man.
that are listening to this
like
who
me.
have either like like Zach.
I haven't
You're on
seen-
like what, the 2nd season or something?
No, I'm done with it. I just need
Yeah,
to watch
but you
this
just
episode.
put in the notes. Hello, Walking Dead spoiler alert. Then you're good.
All right, and then nobody will
Watch
watch it.
it. We lose
I'm
half.
like, oh, I'm not listening to this podcast.
So you're telling me that there's nobody out there that made season or videos talking about season finale of Walking Dead? Bull crap.
Probably specific videos.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we can't talk about it.
Unbelievable.
What is your review on it as an overall review without spoilers?
Well,
Besides the fact that they all die.
at
No
the
more
end,
spoilers.
yeah, at the end when Rick dies, that's
What the
toughest
fuck?
part. He gets a spear shoved through
Oh,
his
he does?
butthole.
So
Yeah.
wait,
Oh, his
wait,
butthole?
Zach,
Yeah.
you're completely caught up because you just started watching it.
I know. I literally watched it while I was at work.
Oh, you did you
And
marathon?
marathoned, and then I went to bed watching it, and then I would stop it before I fall asleep, and then go back to work and watch it while
Wait,
I'm
you
at
would
work.
pause it before you went to sleep? You wouldn't just fall asleep through an episode and
No.
pick up where you left off?
Nope.
You're like, oh, I'm getting a little drowsy.
I'm
I'm
getting a
gonna
little
pause.
drowsy, and I'm gonna
I
have
do that.
dreams.
That's a lot. Yeah, okay, that's weird. No, but what I thought was weird is like you started watching the Walking Dead, and you were like in maybe the end of the first season.
It's when the
or-
season started, the
the
fourth
second-
season.
Yeah, no, but like you were watching like the first or second season, and then you would come over, and Jim and I were watching The Walking Dead. I stopped watching after the first season, so I just kind of was watching it because Jim had it on. But you were like in the process of watching the show, and then you would come over and watch like the new episodes with us, and I was like, how can you do that when you're just like, it's just like reading a book, the first 5 chapters of the book, and then flipping to the end, reading that, and then going back and watching them or reading the middle.
Well, I didn't know what happened in the middle part, but I wanted to, because I was like I said,
see what
I was marathoning through the entire like seasons.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3 done.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in half of season 4. So
yeah.
it was
but
wasn't
that's
bad.
the thing. Like, I would never do that. Like, sometimes a show will even come on that I've never seen before in my life, and it'll be like, I don't know, in the middle of a season, and
Saved by the Bell.
I'll just flip it because I'll be like, what if one time I want to go back and watch that whole series? Like, I don't want to have anything ruined for me. So
Yeah.
I thought it was very notable.
You're
that
just
you
like,
would do that.
Flipping through, this looks like a good show, but I'm not going to watch any more of it because this is going to ruin everything.
Yeah, I'll watch
Yeah.
like 5 minutes to see like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is a good show. Jim, what would you do?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Usually,
I feel like you're the oddball here, Zach.
Yeah, if I see something, I'm like, I know I want to watch it from the beginning. I'm like, dude, I can't watch this right now. I'm watching
like
it
this,
from the beginning.
like that one show we're getting ready to start.
Misfits.
Watching. Misfits.
It looks
Saw-
so good.
Saw an ad for it on Hulu the other day.
It's a Hulu original.
Yeah, it's like a British Twilight mixed with
X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah.
Not Twilight.
I
Wow.
thought it had it's weird. It's just super like trippy kind of
It
weird.
looked trippy. And there's 5 seasons of it already.
5 seasons
Already?
and we
Yeah.
haven't heard anything about it. That's
We've
what
never
happens
heard
that's what happens when you have an ocean between you and a TV series. You just never
An ocean?
An ocean of current.
Yeah, the Pacific.
The Pacific.
Yeah, it's a British show.
Oh, that's cool.
Did he mention
Hey,
that?
and that wasn't me that hit the table. It was Jim's hand.
Bullshit!
Wow.
That was you.
Now you're just you just flopped your penis on the table.
Oh! Wow! Nice.
That was almost a soundboard worthy yell right there. Flopped his penis on the table.
Wow.
Was that like your honest reaction to the word penis? Or
Yeah, I was
something?
like, penis, whoa! Jeez.
Oh man. Okay, so I had something on the tip of my tongue to talk about, and then
Well,
I
I
forgot
do.
about it. All right, go ahead.
Amazon Fire TV just released today.
Okay, I hope you have more information on that because I saw a picture and it was just like
No, it's like basically
like
5.
an Apple TV.
Yeah, but it's like 5-inch by 5-inch square,
Okay,
and you
besides
can
the
you can play
dimensions-
games on it.
Okay,
You can
'cause
play
it has
video
the
games,
game
and you can
controller.
watch Netflix, Hulu, and you can actually watch. I think they're gonna try to get actual like ESPN and stuff on this. They're gonna work towards that. That's their biggest goal. But their other big goal is to actually get EA Sports and get all these other places like EA and all the other game developers to actually make games specifically for this, so it can compete directly with like PS4 and Xbox One. And it's only $100 too. So
So do you think that's gonna happen?
I have no idea. It
The
might
games
be.
look shitty.
Do they?
They're Amazon games.
I looked at an article and I was like, I clicked on it because I was like, oh, this looks interesting. The article was literally a picture of the box, the remote, and the game controller. No, but that was it.
Yeah.
Like there were no words or anything. I was like, okay.
There was a video that I watched about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So
So-
the games are like what? Like iPad games or something like that?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're saying they're going to be like
Kindle
almost
games.
up to par
Yeah.
later on
But
with.
okay, I guess what separates it from an Apple TV then would be the games. pretty
Yeah.
much.
And it says
this stage.
it says that it's 3 times faster than like any other product out there.
Yeah,
That's all.
called marketing.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is the best product since sliced bread," and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it is. I'm gonna buy it."
It's got like 2 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What kind of GPU does that have? Is it overclocking that or?
Yeah, it's actually
How's the Frostbelt and the jump drives?
the frost belt and the jump drives. There's no frost belt in the jump drives. that
might-
doesn't make any sense.
You might want to get those supercharged.
you might want to check into that.
I
I mean-
use a little hydro coolant, maybe a nice thermal take PSU.
Does it have a little
Nice.
NOS in it?
A little NOS.
Overclock it.
I mean, if you're gonna take yourself seriously, you might as well have an eyebrow waxing station.
An eyebrow waxing station. Wow.
Have you guys ever gotten into audiobooks?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've bought a couple. Yeah.
Have you? Because I was thinking about, I got an Audible the other day, and because the guys that I work with, they're a lot of like developers, and they're just like, all into this fantasy like novels and stuff, and they were telling me about them, and they're like, you should read these, and I'm looking at them.
They
and
said it
like,
exactly like that.
Yeah, that's how they say it. Every time I come in, they're like, you should read these.
These
Like,
audiobooks?
what the hell are you talking about?
At work?
Is that how they normally talk
they
to?
didn't recommend them as audiobooks. They recommended them as actual books.
You would take the easy way out.
And the way I look at it is they're developers, so they're looking at code, lines and lines of code all day. So they're training their brain to read lots and lots of lines. Where I'm a designer, so I just
my god!
I just look
Just
at
give us a
things.
bad rap.
Yeah.
Oh, designers know how to read.
No,
or
I'm just
anything.
saying. I would rather just listen to stuff while I was like working on
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
or while
okay.
I'm like on my way to work.
I can see that.
Then I don't know. The last time I actually sat down and read a book, I don't even know. Like even in high school, I was just like Spark Notes, blah 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 blah. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like those books are boring. But
At like my old job, like
Yeah.
my boss required us to read books.
really,
Yeah, he would every 2 months. I remember Jim. I told you about this.
Yeah.
Like every 2 to 3 months, we'd have to read a new book.
What kind of book? Like a design
Just,
book?
no, it's some
Just
like
anything.
no,
Yeah.
it's like a business
Wind in
related
the
book.
Willows.
This
Wind
month
in the
I read,
Willows.
I read Hatchet.
That's a good book though.
That is
That'd be a good book to read.
I read that.
No, but it's more like business books and how to become a better employee and stuff like that. And
Oh,
you're-
that's why you were always talking to me about like, oh, there's a sweet book out, and I'm just like, oh,
I just wanted you to read it.
yeah, you just wanted me to suffer with.
Yeah.
Read this book.
One was Purple Cow, and I don't remember anything about it, but I bought all audible books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I could just fast forward through all the bullshit. He was
Yeah.
like, just read this chapter.
Fast forward through the bullshit. How do
So
you
you
know
had
when
like
to stop?
You had like homework assignments on your.
Yes, man, it was ridiculous. It was like I was in fucking college again.
What?
You have to read this book by tomorrow.
Oh my
And
god.
you're like, what?
That's
Write us a 15-page paper, a thesis on the book, please.
a thesis on the book.
That's insane.
I did not. I have a hard time believing that story, but I'll believe you.
No, he did. He was like, I gotta stay up all night tonight and read this book and
Yeah.
write a book report.
No, you did not have to write a report on it.
I seriously did. He lived with me.
You
He
did
seriously
not.
He did.
I did.
I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, dude, this fucking blows. And I was like, what?
Wow.
Jim's just like, that sucks.
And then I'm like,
So,
who? And then I was like,
and then you were like,
Right when I said it, he even said that.
yeah.
He did a little noise.
So have you ever actually got an audiobook that you wanted to listen to? Jim, have you just to clarify, you haven't done any audiobooks of any kind?
Yeah, because we have a book club at my work too, or we did have a book club. We did away with it because nobody's reading books. but
So wait, oh my god.
I kicked it.
Wow.
I didn't move my.
Why? Who kicks
Yeah.
a table in general?
I don't know why I'm kicking
You're
the
such
table.
an
My arms
aggressive-
are killing me right now.
but
Watch, they didn't even hear anything. They're like, what the hell are they
what
talking
are
about?
they talking about? What is that drink thing?
What is that tree?
So they did away with the
So
book
what?
club.
Your
Yeah.
book club is supposed to be like everyone in the company reads the book and then they talk about
No,
it?
it's just my department, and
Oh,
so we just read some books. We were doing some like business books like that, and then we read The Life of Pi.
That would be
really?
better. I'd rather read that. Than,
Yeah, but we read that, and then I was like, I
Did
was,
you
I was
actually
I was
participate?
doing like Spark Notes on it.
Oh,
Basically.
really?
Yeah. Because, but it wasn't like as intensive as his, where you had to write a book report or anything.
Yeah.
You didn't even required to read it, but
You just
you looked
talked
like an
about it.
idiot if you didn't read it.
because everybody's talking about it, and you're like, and they ask you, so what'd you think about it? I think.
Underlying.
I would just go last and combine like little bits of everything.
What I used to
And
do.
I like what John said here, but I also want to highlight what Christine said and
Yeah.
combine those into my review.
a splash of salt and pepper.
So you didn't do audiobooks there though. You just did Spark Notes.
Yeah.
You had
pretty
to
much.
cheat for your, just.
There was one that they were reading when I first got hired, and then I got the audiobook of that and just caught up to it.
Oh, okay.
Because as a new employee, you're like, oh yeah, I'll do anything.
Sweet, this
I
sounds
just
like
want to be a part
fun.
of you guys.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome. Not really.
I
You wanna
want to
be
be
inside
inside
you
you guys.
Okay, so
Wow.
just to cap off this I've been thinking about getting into some audiobooks, but I haven't yet. So I was gonna ask you guys if you had any recommendations, but it sounds like from your guys' reading perspective, it's just been hell.
Oh, I actually have a Kindle, and I read a little bit. I read a little bit of fiction.
I have never seen you with your Kindle.
It's in my room.
Oh yeah?
Before you go to
Do you read
bed.
it at night?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I feel like reading would totally make me tired. I would just.
Oh yeah, totally. I haven't read at night in a while though, but I finished a book. Finished a book about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
It's been a month since you
It
read.
was good. Yeah, probably about a month since I've read.
Nice.
But I like some good fiction.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Train Car Kids?
Train Car Kids. Yeah. I read The Outsiders.
The Outsiders?
I'm trying to get back into reading, so.
You're trying to get back into reading?
Yeah, no, like, because it's a proven fact. If you read more, obviously your brain is better at functioning.
Reading.
No, it's better at functioning and like in connective. I can't.
Wow, you need to read a couple books there.
Cognitive.
Before you give that speech.
Hey, you moved your arm though too. Oh wow!
I
Drink.
did.
Everybody drink.
Everybody drink. So no, I don't agree with you there, but
No, it does.
It
It's
helps.
like it helps you.
I think-
keep your brain functioning. Exercise for your brain.
what's the difference between
Cognitive thinking.
reading a book and maybe like listening to an audiobook but imagining the words come up as he says them? That'd be the same thing. Maybe even better.
I don't think that.
Probably getting into
That's
more car
proven
accidents.
not.
No, you don't know that. Nothing's proven.
Well, the thing is that
Nothing, Zach.
listening to a thing, an audiobook, it stimulates your brain in a different way than looking at the words.
Obviously, the
also
audible
stimulates
sections in your head. I move my arm again. Drink.
Drink.
Yeah.
Everybody's drunk.
The audible parts in your brain. Yeah, it's gonna work those, but you have to use your eyes and visually read it. So it's working more.
It's like
with your
playing chess. That's exercise for your brain too.
Yeah. Also
Counting.
brain. Also checkers.
Also counting.
Counting to 10.
Oh, speaking of, all right. Have you guys heard of this eraser game that everyone's been playing in high schools and stuff?
Eraser game.
Yeah, it's called the eraser game. I think I don't know if that's the exact term, but you take your pencil with an eraser, which I figured by now high schools would just have done away with pencils and paper altogether, and they'd all be doing tablets or some kind of crazy stuff like that. But like, they
Columbus
do still
Public
have,
Schools.
They do still have,
Columbus Public. Yeah.
yeah. They have pencils still. So you have this eraser. And you take the eraser end and you put it on your forearm and you rub it back and forth like you're trying to start a freaking fire. And all you do is you say the letter of the alphabet starting with A, and then you have to say a word that starts with A, and you go all the way to Z. And then like these kids were doing it, and they were getting like these insane like scars because like it's kind of like almost an
cutting
Indian burn or kind of, but it's like a burn.
I like how you're telling us on the podcast, and all these kids are gonna go. Bah, I'm
Well,
gonna do this."
obviously, I'm not condoning it.
No,
but
yeah,
I'm just,
we're condoning it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead
try
and do it.
again.
Yeah.
Tweet
Tell
us your
how-
pictures.
Tweet your pictures.
But
We'll show
a
them.
big thing that they were talking about is because like one kid would do it and then he would let the other kid use his eraser. So you're like basically like passing skin cells. Like you're basically like I don't know any
There could be
disease
blood on
you
that.
have.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's pretty much the same thing as blood. If you get like that far down into your skin and then the other person does the exact same thing,
Oh, jeez.
We're brothers.
it's. I think that's more dangerous than just like
Shooting
blood.
heroin.
Yeah.
Shooting heroin together.
Yeah.
Bro, use my needle. It's like using the same needle in heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah,
which is
seriously.
another epidemic that high school kids are going through.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
it's crazy. It's
Heroin
rampant.
is running rampant in high schools.
If you're not doing heroin in the bathroom, you're not popular.
You're not.
And-
Kids,
and-
get on that.
If you're not popular, you're not going to succeed in life. So remember, do heroin and try the eraser game.
Yep.
Just kidding. Warning. Do not try these games.
Explicit.
Do.
Explicit warning.
P.S. warning, overriding Jim's warning. Do try these games.
Wait, P.S. Warning. These are not the views of everyone in the party of...
Only
Emma
Andre.
Trower.
I enjoy self-mastication.
Self-masturbation.
Masturbation.
Masturbation.
Well, seriously, speaking of masturbation, that's
What?
hilarious.
No
Speaking of
way.
masturbation, did you guys see that the
They're leading.
FBI puts the nation on alert for a sexual predator for harming or putting a child in a pornography, and they're describing the man as John Doe number 28, and there's pictures of him
There's
like all over,
27 of these guys?
there's pictures of him all over Facebook, and they don't know who he is, but there's like apparently they have like video footage of him.
They can't just drop it in Google search and find him, like the Google image search thing.
Well, I'm sure they've tried it, but it's
That
like
would not work.
it was like number one trending on Facebook this afternoon. This guy John Doe looked like a picture. Maybe he was
So what,
getting a blowjob from a little girl or something like that.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Reminds me of another story.
So what, he just did child porn?
That's what they're accusing him of child porn or like I don't know what they called it. What they called it like.
I mean, not to belittle
Using
child
a child.
pornography, but is that something that like the whole world stops on their toes and they're like, we gotta find this guy?
Basically,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
Really?
Yeah.
FBI puts nation on alert to find sexual predator suspect John Doe.
Number 28.
I mean, he obviously is doing something pretty gross if they're putting the nation on alert. And
Yeah.
There's a picture on Facebook.
I just want to know. I just want to know who John Doe's 1 through 27 are. Like what's
Probably
their
other-
rap status?
other-
That's
FBI stuff.
Yeah, that's probably
Other
just
notable
FBI
criminals?
coded for we want this guy, but we have no idea who he is.
Or his
Number
name.
28 means we want him, but we don't know who he is.
Yeah.
No, 28.
John Doe.
He's number 28. They probably have 27 other ones that they have.
Maybe 42.
I want to see those
Yeah.
guys. Let's
John
make
Doe,
a let's make a
28.
card deck out of them
Card,
with all their
a
faces
card,
on
a
them.
card
Child,
bit.
that's what they call
I mean,
it.
if
Child
you're trying to
sex,
get his face out there.
child sex exploitation investigation.
On a related note,
On a related note.
no, yeah, this guy in Africa.
Actually, before you say that,
Okay.
because
Well,
I'm gonna
on
cut you off.
another related note.
No, because you brought up Google Image Search, and
Yeah.
I found out today that Google Image Search doesn't actually scan the image; it just scans the percentage of like
Pixels.
the particular colors in that
Yeah.
image. So it's like I always thought that like you put that you.
It's not
search-
algorithms or anything
No, it's just, and
crazy.
it just like scans the picture. It's like scanning, and then it like finds the exact like blueprint of that picture, but it's just the percentage of colors in that. So sometimes they'll do a Google search for like I don't know, like a logo or something, and it'll come up with like a ton of different looking
Yeah.
pictures that just have the same amount of color in it. But go on.
All right, back to my story. This guy in Africa. This witch.
Speaking of Africa,
This guy in Africa. This witch. This witch doctor told him that he would make a lot of money if he chopped his balls off.
Oh.
Okay.
Magic versus Jones.
No, and feed it to hyenas. So what did he do? He didn't chop his balls off. He let hyenas eat his balls off of him.
What?
What?
I swear to God, it is
You
on
swear
the
to God
internet.
you were there?
I was on there.
Is that one of
It's
those
on the
Pain
internet.
Olympics videos?
I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a troll or is it real or not, but it's pretty crazy.
Did you watch the video?
I'm kinda
No,
thinking-
I don't know if there's a video.
So wait,
Oh.
was it? You said he was in Africa. And
Yeah.
He went to like some
What-
native African
Tribe.
voodoo doctor.
Yeah, voodoo,
Okay.
whatever.
He said he'll give you a lot of money if you
If you feed your balls to a hyena,
You'll what? Become rich and
you'll
successful?
become a millionaire. Yeah, and he's like, oh, okay.
Wait, was this guy like from America or something?
No,
was he
he's
like an out of town?
he's African,
What?
African descent.
He believed his own culture?
He's probably
Doesn't
I feel like
Obviously,
that's
his
a terrorist
culture's wrong.
scam, and they're just like, oh yeah, look at this guy. We're gonna go have him take his balls off and feed them to the hyenas. But it was a local, huh?
is a local native.
How
Good
did this
band.
story get to the internet?
Natives.
How did this story get to the internet?
Oh,
Dude, I
how
don't-
would that story not get to the
Yeah.
I feel like that's just in a little town somewhere, like off the grid. How much internet is really in Africa? Let's
Yeah,
think
but
about that.
you know, if even if only one other person was there, you're like, oh,
That shit's
I'm
gonna
putting this
spread
shit
like
on the internet.
wildfire. Man feeds his balls to hyenas. That's gonna
Yeah.
spread. Boom.
Are there,
Hashtag.
are there pictures?
There's a picture of his face going, ha, smile.
Huh? Smile?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it.
It's like, I'm rich.
I'm rich now.
Where's all my money?
My balls are gone.
Okay, so we've established quite the identity for this guy.
It was a valley guy.
It's a valley male.
Okay, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I can't. You can't
Look
believe.
up on your computer.
If I believed everything I read,
It's like,
Okay,
it's like my name,
Yeah.
Bleved.
you can't believe everything you read.
Beloved.
Look up on the internet.
I'm not gonna look it up because
Look
you
it
already said that the only picture was of this guy smiling.
I don't really know. After I read the headline, I was like, I'm not reading any more of this because I really don't want to know what the hell's going on with this guy.
Okay. So you skip that article and just went to more boring ones like, oh, this one's too interesting. I'm
No,
not gonna read this.
then there's another article.
Go look up what I should bring on a dessert.
Quit
No.
kicking your chair.
I can't hear it.
I can.
Well, I'm glad you can.
This microphone picks up everything.
Yeah.
Picks up your.
That's why I wanted you to
Mom.
take your hands off the table.
Yeah, good one.
No.
You got me.
You're
Wow.
making noises in the mic.
You're making noises.
No, you're making
With
fart
your
noises.
lips.
All right, if you guys don't shut up, I'm gonna end this.
End this!
Wow.
All right. Next.
Okay, Hearthstone
Oh yeah.
is out on the iPad in select countries,
Really?
Yeah.
Including the
As well
U.S.
as in the U.S.
and it's here. I'm about to open this article and read some more about it.
What?
Wow.
You interrupted our conversation
You
to
piece
read an
of
article.
shit.
saying you
It
haven't
launches
read
in
it.
Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. You can't play it in the U.S. currently.
What?
Look at you.
Tell
You
me
don't have
more.
an iPad.
Tell me more about it.
Blizzard's
That's what I thought. That's what I
Warcraft
thought. Go-
themed
no,
card-based
some more-
battle
some
game.
more-
Hearthstone
some
is
more- okay.
launched on iPad.
While you read that in the background without being annoying, I'm going to give some actual Hearthstone update news. It actually launched its first actual season because what they're doing is every month it's a new season for ranked play.
Yeah.
So your ranks reset and whatnot. But it actually just launched its officially on, I guess it would be April 1st. It launched its first season for ranked play.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's tight.
And you can also now that it did that, there's special card backs that you can get if you complete certain objectives within the game. and one of them is to get legend rank. So you get past once you get past rank 1, and you get all the stars to fill up rank 1, and then you go past it, you get into legend, which is just a number. Your name actually turns into a number, and that's the position that you are, either in North America or Europe, wherever you're playing.
Oh yeah.
So, and if you get legend rank, then you get like a special card back. So when you're playing against people, they can see like that your cards obviously look different because the back of them have like a different pattern.
That's sweet.
And stuff.
Dang,
So,
rank play baller status.
rank play, it's coming. Everything's coming all at once.
Hearthstone's player base has already grown to 10 million.
10 million,
Yeah.
I believe
Holy
it.
That's
shit.
crazy.
I mean, it's one of those free to play games where I feel like all the models of free to play games should be like this, where it is a complete game by itself, and then the free to play aspect, or the way that they're making money, is just from people who want to go above and beyond. Like you can literally, like you, Jim,
Yeah.
you've played it,
Yeah.
and Zach, you've played it.
Man,
and
not really well though.
Yeah, well, that's why I wasn't really referring to you, but I just wanted to include you in the conversation.
Okay.
More so, Jim, like you've played it and you haven't spent a dime on the game,
Right.
and yet you're still getting matched up with players who also probably haven't spent a dime on the game, and
Right.
also have spent like the same amount of time that you have in the game. So you're still getting good competition, and you I don't know, you actually did quite well. I think you won like your first 6 or 7 games that you played.
I killed it. I'm better than you, Zach.
Oh, I
so-
know you are, but I think it's going to be even better on an iPad though.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it on an iPad because
Or iPhone.
I mean it's
Yeah,
it's
me
a-
too. Since none of us have iPads, that's me.
Well, I'm getting an iPad for my work,
Oh.
so I'll have an iPad.
Oh.
So,
And I have one for my work too. Oh.
Oh.
oh, how about you can? Oh wait,
Oh.
you
By the
just
way,
read
bitch.
books.
Fuck you!
You just read books in your little.
I just
work
read
phone.
books
Oh,
with my
Jesus.
tiny light.
We read books on our iPads. Maybe it'll come
And we
out for
play
Kindle Fire.
Hearthstone.
I don't have the Kindle Fire. I just have a Kindle Paperwhite.
Well, maybe it'll
For
come out
reading
that.
only.
Like Pong will come out for it and you can play that.
Kindle Paperwhite almost sounds like a Nintendo product.
It is. It is a Nintendo product.
Here's my Kindle Paperwhite. It comes with its own joystick. Okay, so
Jeez. Jeez.
so yeah, Hearthstone is it's just increasing in popularity. There's no surprise there.
I need
yeah.
to get back into that game now. I feel like that's
Dude,
that's a fun
I've been
game.
out of it for a while too. But that's the thing is it's fun to play on the computer. But I feel like if it was available to people while like we're just sitting on the couch watching TV and you're playing because it's a game that you can kind of play in the background.
Oh yeah,
So
dude.
you're just
If I could play
watching-
on my phone, I'd poop myself.
Yeah, well it's coming out for phone as well.
What?
I just think first it's getting released for tablets and then it's getting pushed to iOS.
Nice.
All iOS.
And then your question about the Amazon thing. Amazon hired people from Portal and Far Cry 2 designers, game designers. So
Oh yeah, damn.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
So
So
Portal is Valve,
Valve.
yeah, I know, but they hired people from Portal.
like specifically for
Yeah, from Portal, and then whoever made Far Cry 2
like hired them as in
designers.
like took them away from their
Yeah.
existing companies.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're big dogs. I was reading about that. I forgot about that.
Okay. Well, I
Big
guess the
dogs.
future will tell. But there's a lot of things that have come up like this where it's like we're gonna be the next big thing in technology, and then
Yeah,
like
but-
a month later you don't hear anything.
Nothing anymore about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like there's a lot of other companies that are coming out with, the VR headsets, kind of like the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Now since Facebook bought it, they're just like, all right, well let's just. Well, I mean, I didn't understand why there wasn't any competition to begin with, but now there was apparently all along. It's just now they're coming out and they're like, hey, here we are.
Like PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation's doing their own thing. There's another one that I can't think of off the top of my head.
And then today was a developers conference for Windows. So Windows talked about what they're going to be releasing. They're actually going to be releasing the menu for the desktop. I don't know what that is. I don't have a Windows computer, but people are bitching about on Windows 8 how there's no like start menu anymore. But
Yeah.
now they're bringing that back.
Yeah, well,
the update.
it's just like a bunch of blocks.
Well, yeah,
Like Cortana.
yeah, and Cortana, yeah,
Hello.
on the Windows phones to beat out Siri.
Yeah.
And then they also talked about they're gonna have cross-platform. So now like any game or any like application will be on Xbox, will be on phones, will be on computers, will be on the tablet. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not gonna be there's not gonna be like a reduced version or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Well, that almost
They,
might
they've
make
been
it
saying
easier.
that. They've been saying that for like the past 4 years, but nothing has
I
come
feel like
about.
if you just make the same version for every platform, it would almost make it easier to develop. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me, but
It would. You just have to work on your like the actual processor and stuff in your
Yeah,
phone.
Borderlands isn't gonna run very well on your phone.
yeah, that's another thing is like some things have to be tweaked. Because,
Well, yeah, they're probably gonna be tweaked a little bit, but They're talking more of the apps
What
like,
I'm trying to
and
say
games
is
from
your
like a
story
phone.
is flawed, Zach.
It's not my story. It's
Yeah,
actual,
it's your story. You made it up.
an
It's
actual thing.
I mean, you just made up that's African story, so now you're just making up.
Just making up
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, the other day I saw this turtle get his head chopped off, and
Just Google
And
it,
then
man.
somebody fucked his head.
oh God.
Did you hear about Google Maps?
Yeah, I was actually just gonna bring that
Oh,
up.
were
That's
you?
funny.
Well, I'll bring up something similar, and then you can bring up what you're thinking of.
No,
Because
you go ahead.
I was gonna bring up Google Maps.
Oh, Google Maps.
Have you heard of Google Maps?
No.
Google Maps is like
With an N, like Nancy.
like Nancy Naps.
Nancy.
Google Nancy Naps.
Hello,
If
Nancy.
you just Google Nancy Naps, it'll come up. So,
Okay.
So basically, Google Maps is a third-party website, not associated with Google at all, but it uses Google Maps, and people can mark locations where it's really nice to go take a nap, like a park bench or something like that. It's also open source, so a lot of people are just like,
Park
oh, there's a bridge, and underneath here you can lay on a poop stack or something like that. So there's some people that are abusing it, but for the most part, people are like, oh yeah, I take a nap here all the time. There's like a hill in this park, and I go and you can lay on it and take a nap. So I just thought it was weird. There's also like something similar to that I can't think of the exact name, but it's like where you can post online. Maybe one of you guys told me about this, where you can post online that you have a place open to stay at.
Yeah.
Couch
surfing.
Couch surfing. So
Yeah.
do you want to go ahead and explain it, because I didn't really.
Well, it's basically it's free to actually log in and stuff. But if you want to be like,
It's a website.
yeah, it's a website, and if you want to be like an actual partner with the website or whatever like that, you have to go through a background check, an extensive check for the place where people will be staying. So basically,
What is it?
Basically, it's like a social networking type of thing. If you want to go to London, England, or if you want to go to Canada, you get on the site and you type in your destination. You type like what you're looking for. If you want to sleep on the ground,
If you're going to a place and you don't have
if you don't have a place to stay and you want it to be cheap, but you want to experience it through a social way. So meeting people that are new, like being in their environment and seeing what they do daily and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's more of a social experience than it is like a hotel thing.
Oh, so it's people that want to come and live with you and they just see what you do.
Not
observe
live,
you?
but
Not
just
live,
stay,
just
like,
stay with you. Like say
I'm in
like,
town for a couple days.
like say like in your apartment you have one room open. So you say I have a floor, and somebody could be like, okay, I'm gonna come to Columbus on business or something like that. Can I stay there for a couple nights? And you're like, yeah, but you don't charge them anything.
Yeah.
It's free.
That's just really creepy to me.
Yeah. I know. I think it's creepy.
You're coming on business, but you're staying on the floor.
No, but like
Come
he
on.
brings like
What
an air
company are you
mattress or
working
something. He brings like an air mattress. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in business, but they're not paying for a hotel. I need
Or I don't know. It's just like,
I just
you
wonder-
describe what you like what it is you're gonna be sleeping on. So you have a couch, you have a bed, you have a floor.
Yeah, we
sleeping,
get that. We get
so
that.
like that.
I just wonder how many successful outings this.
No, it's very successful. Now it was non-profit at all. It was totally non-profit. Now it's for profit. Now
What do you mean?
before
How's it for profit?
it's because you have to when you get a background check, you have to pay for that.
Okay. You have to pay that company.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want a background check, you want to be associated with Couchsurfing.
So you have to pay to let people come stay at your house.
I guess for the experience. I really don't know anything
Just-
else than that.
I'm just not seeing the draw here. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you were a serial killer, you would love to pay. I mean, if someone paid money just to have me come stay at their house.
Well, no, because you get to go stay at other people's houses too now. Once you join,
Oh,
People
I
can
guess
come stay with
do you have
you.
to have a background check in order to go stay at people's places?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense.
works both ways.
Works both ways.
So if you were like, hey, I want to go out to Los Angeles, but I don't want to pay for a hotel, I'll just pay for a plane ticket, you could go do that.
Or you
Yeah.
could just get on Google Maps and find a nice park bench.
Nice park bench.
With all your luggage.
That's like, I had an idea like that called like, I don't know, I didn't have a
Called
title
I don't
for it,
know?
but it was like
I don't
great
sleep
shits.
on floor.
Great shits.
Great shit.
Where you just like, if you're like, oh, this
I need to take a shit.
yeah, this Kmart has the best shitter.
Yeah.
You know, and
You rate it
mark
on
it on Google
cleanliness,
Maps,
comfortable. Does
comfortability.
it have a,
Warming
does it have a
seat?
handicap rail?
Yeah.
Warm
There's
seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave
Seat
it warm
warmer.
for you guys.
Seat
privacy,
warmer.
privacy, amount of people using the bathroom. Like if you're in there, you're like, I've been in here for an hour taking a shit, and ain't nobody walked in yet.
Ain't nobody.
Boom.
That's good. That's
So,
good.
but you can find some real secret shitters in the basements of buildings,
Yeah.
public buildings.
I feel like this would just turn into a big, huge, like, sex underground thing.
Yeah, it'd be like I had sex in this bathroom.
Free
Like,
blowjobs in this
how
bathroom.
how likely are you to get a blowjob in this bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah. How many glory holes contained?
Oh my God.
Jeez.
I meant virtual reality headset.
Oh yeah, Oculus
sure.
Rift hole.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift hole.
No,
Stick your
we-
dick
we
in
changed
Oculus
it.
Rift
We
hole.
changed
It's a
because-
Rift hole.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wow.
did you want to go ahead with the other Google Maps story?
Oh yeah, well I was never sure. This is a story that you actually told me earlier on in the week, and I looked at it, but it was, I don't know, was this an April Fool's joke where
They're still unsure, but they're almost positive that it is.
they're still unsure. So Google apparently created this thing where you can look through your phone and
They were
see
trying to
Pokemon.
hire a Pokemon master.
Pokemon
That
Master.
is how they premised the whole thing.
Yeah, and there was different Pokemon throughout the whole world using Google Maps, and that whoever caught the most Pokemon on their phone got to be the Pokemaster at
Yeah.
Google.
So
At the
basically,
Googleplex.
it was just getting people to use Google Maps.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could use Google Maps, and if you zoomed in, I think it was to like a minimum of a 1 mile view distance, then you could start to see like Pokemon. So at 1 mile, you still have to do a lot of scrolling through all the maps to like search everywhere. Like I honestly don't think there are people who have found all of the Pokemon.
There's
but they're,
none.
you know, I mean, you figure they're spread throughout the world, and you have to look at it in 1 mile, square mile chunks. Like, it's probably going to take you some time, but I know that there were some ghost Pokemon in Area 51, and just kind of cliche things like that. But I thought it was an awesome idea. I mean,
Yeah.
of course,
From a marketing standpoint,
I love
yeah.
Pokemon. Also, I wanted to bring that up because a couple people put that in the comments of our last podcast, and that is, I take back. I think I said I'd live in like Skyrim or something like that. When I
Yeah.
said one video game. I would totally want to live in Pokemon. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, geez, you could bang a Pikachu.
That is not.
Should shock your penis though.
That is not why I brought that up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Squirtle.
I want to Pokemon because I want to have sex with all the Pokemon.
Squirtle,
You guys are gonna ruin. You just,
Squirtle.
Scribble, you're so wet.
my childhood is just thrown away.
God,
Throwing
Squirtle,
away
your
all
turtle
and
shell hurts.
This is why people pay to forget.
All right, another April Fool's note. EA apologized to Nintendo, talking about the Wii U.
They apologize to them.
Yeah, because they sent out tweets about how Frostbite is. Well, we've finally fixed Wii U's problem with Frostbite. Frostbite's EA's big, huge platform for Battlefield and stuff like that. But they haven't made anything for Wii U at all. And they said, like, oh, like on the one of them, it says, Frostbite will power Half-Life 3 coming out summer 2014. Wii U exclusive. They're saying how bad bad Wii U is compared to like the other X-Gen gaming
Yeah.
machines.
So they played an April Fool's joke.
Yeah,
on it.
and then they
But
tweet
that's
out.
not really an April Fool's joke because they were like mean and then they're just like.
Yeah, but then
"Oh,
they
we take it
apologize.
back."
Our apologies to our partners, Nintendo America and Fan Frostbite Engines. Poor attempt at April's Fools, not condoned by EA. So I guess some dude probably just got fired for saying that shit on there.
Probably. But the thing about it is that dude was probably like, he's like, hey, is this okay to post? Is this okay to post? And they're all like, yeah.
No, he's
and
probably
then
like.
they got blowback and they're like, what the hell did you do? He's like, you told me it was
No,
okay.
he probably was like sending out emails asking, "Is this okay to post?" It's like getting down to like 4:30, and he's like, "I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I gotta post it." He's like, "I'm gonna post it."
My job as head of April Fool's Day is to do something on this.
Head of social media.
Head of social media.
Head of social media.
No, that's his job title is head of April Fool's. I mean,
Head of April Fools.
he bit the big one. Did anybody else hear about anything cool that happened on April Fool's?
No, I felt like last year there was a lot more cool things.
I feel like people really forgot about April Fools.
Last year there was like that Reddit thing that was like blue versus orange or something like that.
Blue versus orange.
Did you hear about that?
No.
No.
It's like I'm totally gonna butcher this because I'm not 100% positive on my Reddit knowledge, but there's like the I think Reddit, the colors of Reddit are like blue and orange because one is the color of the up arrow and one's the color of the down arrow for like upvoting and downvoting posts and stuff. And there was like, it was just team blue and team orange. And I think that if you were signed into, if you had like an account on Reddit, when you signed into Reddit that day, it told you what team you were on. And then people took it like so crazy serious and they were just like, go Team Orange, and like they were like giving death threats to Team Blue and all this stuff. Like there was a million posts about like it was just crazy.
What?
And it was one of those like it was actually the time where I first started like actually understanding what Reddit was, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool site. And then I got on Reddit that day and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like I had no clue what was going on. And like through reading like 100 posts, I finally found out what was going on. But Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I can't even think of any like cool April Fool's pranks.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I saw. I mean, last year, yeah, there was nothing. I felt like there was nothing this year, but like last year too. Like I think it was like Newegg.com had something where they were like, check out our new sale, our April sale, and it was like the real prices like 20 years ago of computers or whatever, and it was those old computers. It was like, buy a Pentium 1 processor for $20,000. Like,
Oh my god.
But that's a safe April Fool's joke, because if someone takes you up on that, you can be like, all right, well, if you really want this for $20,000,
yeah, we'll find you one.
Yeah, we'll find you one. But yeah, I don't know. I found April Fool's just to always be a day where you can do stupid things and just not even care. Like, you really don't have to care what you do on April Fool's Day, because you can just be like,
April
Yeah.
Fools. Like coming to work with no pants.
April Fools! You slap your wiener
You
on
don't
the
say
ground,
anything
you're like,
all day at
"Woo!"
work, and then as you leave, you say April Fool's. Like,
Yeah.
hey guys, just
You guys are fucking dumb.
did it. You go in there, you like snort a line of coke.
The next day, the
Type
HR lady
on it.
calls, don't come back to work.
I got you. I should have seen your face when I.
She's
Like
like, no, I
jizz.
loved it, but everyone else, they're firing you.
Yeah, you're sued.
You're
being sued.
You're being sued.
You raped a girl at work, and you said April Fool's.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So, have you guys seen any like recent movies or anything like that?
Nope. Are you ready for today's dog video?
Yeah, blog video of the week.
Dog video of the week.
It's always a dog video.
Yeah,
I was wondering. I was like, "Where's your laptop?" I'm
It's-
ready for that dog
it's
video,
always
bro.
going to be a dog video.
Ready for that dog
now
video.
now until dusk. All right, so I want you guys to just watch this video, and I want you to see it. I want you to
Okay,
think
there's a husky
there's a husky.
licking a kitten's head.
Yeah, licking a kitten's head. I'll give the title of the video after the video ends.
Oh my god.
And I just want you guys to think, like, is there? Can you imagine anything happening in this video? This is the whole video shot on an iPhone the wrong way. I hate when people shoot iPhone videos like portrait style. It just throws off the aspect ratio.
Oh dang, he's getting hardcore into that licking that cat's ear.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is supposed to be cute, and then oh wait, what's this? What is this?
Oh, another dog runs up and starts humping the pillow right in front of him.
And then the weird thing is
Wow.
she just kind of ignores that dog, and it does its business for a while, and then it walks away, and then like the last 2 minutes is just this again. Like,
What?
she was so fascinated by it that she just kept recording it. But it's called Husky Grooms Cat Pomeranian Humps Pillow, which I think the second part of that really
He's
takes the
licking
cake.
it inside that cat's ear.
But yeah, and he just keeps going. Like,
And
that's
the
the
cat,
rest
I
of the
can't
video.
believe the cat's just like laying there, like.
Well,
All right, lick my
he
ear.
probably knows if he gets away, the husky's just going to swallow him.
Or the Pomeranian will get him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably why he doesn't want to hop
Either
down.
get an ear lick or humped to death.
Yeah.
I think I'll take the ear lick
Oh,
today.
man.
He just chooses every other day. I'll take the hump today.
Cat world problems.
Yeah, cat problems. Cat world problems. Either he's licking me or I'm getting humped. I'm just like a sex slave here.
Them bitches be cray. So, what were you talking about? Movies? Did
Yeah,
you
any movies have you guys seen recently?
No.
Any
Yeah,
movies?
I watched it. I didn't see any movies.
No.
No. Well,
What
last
about
night
you?
I saw Noah.
Noah and the Seven Dwarfs.
Noah.
How does that go?
Noah's
she eat the
it's
poisonous
pretty
apple?
like if you think it follows somewhat of the Bible and somewhat of, I guess, what people believe how the world came to be and stuff like that. But whatever. No, but it's really intense. It's not
Meaning,
like,
like, it
it's
has
not
the
like a
big
regular
name?
like, you know, when you go see like a Bible movie, you're like, God, this is just gonna be
Yeah, all
Boring.
the time I go
Cut
see all
dry.
those Bible movies.
cut and dry
It's
Bible.
like every week there's a new Bible movie. It's like the new Avengers series.
Oh,
No, but like that
Gospel
one-
John.
Gospel.
God.
Damn it! Another
Psalms.
movie.
Psalms 3.
Psalms 3.
It's the unrated
Matthew.
edition.
No, but Noah's really sweet. It's like action packed,
New Testament.
and it's like a different view on what really how everything came about. It's really cool though. It's a really good movie.
See, so I'm gonna tell you how I think the movie would go, and I don't want you to tell me specifically, but I just want you to tell me if it doesn't go like that. Okay?
Oh, like how everybody knows how it's gonna go.
Okay.
What, he builds a huge ark and
Noah
floats on the ocean?
Noah talks to God, and then he builds an ark, and then he puts all the animals in it, and then the flood comes, and that's it.
you got some of that right.
Okay.
Not all of it.
Is there any additional things?
Oh,
that
there
happen?
is,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. I saw a clip on I think it was it Jimmy Fallon? Were you watching that, Jim?
Yeah, Jimmy
When
Fallon.
when Russell Crowe was on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they showed that clip where it was just like a bunch of like it was just as the flood was coming, which it was weird because the flood like comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, he was freaking
And then there were
killing
like
people.
thousands of people rushing the boat, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, man. It's
They
a
all
good
look like
movie.
ninjas too. I was
It's
like,
a good movie. It's a really cool movie.
okay. Well, I'll probably see it. I mean, Russell Crowe. He
It's basically
he's
Gladiator,
good.
but about the Bible.
Man, Gladiator! I tell you what, that was the first 2 DVDs I ever got when DVD players first came out. We actually got my dad a DVD player. Was Gladiator and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? With,
Wow, 2 great movies.
Yeah, with
Back to back.
George Clooney. And wow, did I watch those movies over and over again? I was like, this is so great. You don't
God,
even have to
George
rewind the
Clooney.
DVD.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
awesome.
George Clooney.
Put it again.
Oh, put it in again. George.
Put
Is
it
that
in
just
George.
are you done? Is that a moment
No,
that
I'm
you
saying that's you.
had? Oh, that's
About
me.
George Clooney.
Oh, that was a good one. April Fools or did you
April
really mean that?
Fools.
Okay, good. Jesus, that was your only save there. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. Does anybody else have any? Should we do Twitter questions?
Yeah, I was trying to get on here and look for some.
There was one that I forget who said it,
Oh, okay.
Cool.
but it was. Were you guys Pokemon fans growing up?
Yeah,
You were.
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you,
I had like a whole collection of
collected
cards. Yeah.
So like how
had a
in
whole
depth
book.
were you like collected the cards? Did you
I used to watch the morning show every day at 6 o'clock in the morning before I went to school.
did you really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did too.
Oh,
I used
wow.
to wake up like at 5:30 and be like, I gotta watch Pokemon.
Wow,
Yeah.
you guys were more hardcore than me.
It was on. Yeah, it was on right before. It was on before you went to school. So
Yeah, like
we woke
it'd
up
be
early.
that, and then Saved by the Bell would be on after that. So I'd go from Pokemon to Saved by the Bell, then go to school.
Wow. Okay. So I mean, I would rent those Pokemon VHSs from Blockbuster. So I guess you guys were a little bit farther ahead than me. But someone I'm pretty sure said, if you
yeah.
could be any Pokemon, which one would you be?
Yeah, that was who said that?
And I was looking for it, but
I thought I just saw it on here. Yeah.
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 but so if you could be any Pokemon, what would you be, Zach?
What's Squirtle's like big?
Wow, you're a Pokemon fan. You
I
know
can't remember what his like.
Blastoise?
Yeah, Blastoise. I'd be him.
You'd be
And
Blastoise.
I would instantly demote you to Wartortle.
Wartortle.
Oh,
You have
boom,
to
bitch.
work for your final evolution.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get Moonstone, bro.
Don't you know you need a Moonstone to evolve?
Dude, I don't see. It's been so long since I watched that stuff,
But you
and
know
knowing
that, right?
and
Like that's
knowing
pretty common sense. You know that.
Yeah, it's pretty much common sense.
knowing this stuff and
So you know
remembering
that?
it.
No,
Yes.
Blastoise doesn't need a Moonstone to evolve.
I was trying to get him to agree to that.
Ah.
Nerd picking, April Fools.
Ah.
What about you, Jim?
Me, I would probably be. There's so many Pokemon. I love them, but I'd probably be Mewtwo.
Mewtwo?
Yes.
Oh, you'd probably just be the greatest Pokemon that can talk English.
Yeah,
Okay.
kids that can talk English. So basically, you're just like a superhuman. So then you can still fuck bitches.
You're a superhuman with a weird looking body and like 3 big balls for fingers. Like,
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah,
Mew?
3 balls. Yeah, but you can. But Mewtwo can freaking do anything. Like he can.
Can he morph?
Yeah, he can morph.
He can morph. Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Wow. If I would be Jigglypuff, but I just want to know: would you guys be sexually attracted to me as Blastoise and Mewtwo? If I was Jigglypuff, just a little.
You got
Little
you
girl
got a
strut
little
and stuff.
jiggly and you got a little
Little girl.
puffy.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
a Wigglytuff, so I haven't hit my growth spurt yet. But
Yeah.
I can put you to sleep with my song.
That ass though.
That ass.
That ass. That
Can't help
tough
but that
ass.
ass.
That flippity floppy ass.
Yeah. Who else could you be? Like Jinx.
You could be
She's a babe.
Pikachu.
Jinx is a babe.
You could be Pikachu.
Who's the hottest Pokemon? Obviously, out of the original one.
Oh, the hottest one, Eevee.
Eevee.
Probably.
You're right. She's a
Mm.
fox.
Yeah, she's a little
And
fox.
she just dresses up for parties like.
Yeah, she goes.
Today I'm gonna be fire. Today I'm gonna be water.
Vaporeon, Flareon, maybe it'll be Jolteon. Yeah,
then
but-
they came out with like 100 different.
I
evolutions
stopped
for you.
after that happened. I was like, forget this.
Yeah. No, I remember like I was so proud of myself when I was playing the game. I was like playing it on Game Boy, and there was like a time where I'm like, oh my god, I know all the Pokemon. I know all their names.
Yeah.
And then I knew them, and then I got to the stage where I'm like, oh my god, I can recite numbers 1 through 150 in order. I can just do that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is awesome. I'm like an expert. And then they came out with like 100 more. I was like, fuck this.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. But,
Who the hell is this bastard?
Yeah.
That's like when I was like super into it and they started introducing all the new ones. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when Lugia. When Lugia came, that's when the new ones.
Ooh, Lugia and Huo.
Yeah. I at that point, I was like, I'm done.
I tried a little bit there. I like played the games, and I was always like, "What the hell is this Pokemon? What the hell is this Pokemon?"
What does he do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Gold and Silver were pretty solid Pokemon games, but after that, I was just like, "Oh, let the new generations handle this." I got some. You know, if you think about it, if Pokemon still exists when like we have kids and they want to play it, they'll have to go back. There'll be like history classes on Pokemon, like, and here were the first 150 original Pokemon. And like they're just gonna be like the greatest. We're like,
Oh, yeah.
we played with those.
Yeah, you know, Genghis Khan, Taurus, Rapidash.
Rapidash.
We was like, bam, Rapidash and Ponyta.
What, Dad? Can you do my Pokemon homework?
Huh?
That's a class now in college.
Oh,
Out of state.
that was fun. I used to have like a whole flip book full of
Like a card book?
holographic cards.
Yeah.
You know, just I had this. I was on the news. Did I ever tell you that I was on the news?
No.
I feel like we've mentioned this in a podcast before.
No,
But yeah,
I've never heard of it.
me and my friend were on the local news in Dayton, Ohio.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm for real. And
What?
we had all these Pokemon cards, and they were like talking about. They were doing a story about the Pokemon craze, and we were just talking about our cards, and we were showing off our cards. Like,
No way.
yeah, for real.
I have to find this video.
It's on local news in Kettering, Ohio.
What?
Yeah,
Do you know what channel it was
might
on?
be Channel 10. I don't know how you'd ever find that.
Oh my god! I have to find that.
It's pretty hilarious.
And you're actually on the you're like on the TV and like it's a video of you and your
Yeah.
friend talking about
Yeah, I was on the local news in Kettering, Ohio, like multiple times. My mom was dating a sports anchor there, and we would go. And actually, he was the dad of my best friend, and we would go to the news station all the time.
Oh my
And so, like,
God.
he would take us to Dayton Dragons games, and we'd get on the news there. And they were doing a Pokemon expose or whatever, and we were huge into Pokemon, so we were on the news for Pokemon.
What?
It was hilarious.
You had an exclusive in.
Yeah, I was like showing my holographic Japanese Zapdos, and I was like, yeah, this is rare. And then I was like going through my holographics on the camera, I had like a bunch of holographic energies and stuff. I was like,
They're like,
this
yeah,
is tight.
film this nerd. Film a lot of them.
This kid's an idiot.
This is what all the kids are doing.
And then they banned it at our school.
Pokemon?
Yeah,
Really?
because it was getting too crazy.
People were
Like
getting
with trading
fights and stuff.
or
Like people were trading, and
Like
stealing and selling and stuff.
It's like the drug cartels.
There was
Yeah.
there was a comic book store really close to our elementary, and our neighborhood was really close to the elementary school, and so we would walk to school every day.
yeah.
And you could walk to the comic book store and buy freaking Pokemon cards. So any money we got, we were like, we gotta go to that store. We gotta get some more freaking Pokemon.
We gotta buy some more coke. We gotta buy some heroin. We gotta get on this shit.
Seriously,
My
is
friend
that
found
it?
$50 in my yard. For some reason, he just found a $50 bill on the ground.
Wow.
I have no idea.
And he's like,
why.
we gotta go
And
buy Pokemon
He
cards.
was like, I'll be right back. And he went and bought. All he bought was a holographic Togepi.
What?
$50.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, what?
I don't think I've ever been like that in collecting anything. Like I'd rather if you have a chance of getting something cool in a random pack of cards, I think that's much more exhilarating when you're opening it than just be
Yeah.
like. I mean, it's probably smarter,
Yeah.
especially once you get so many cards and you're like, oh, I only need a couple. I'll probably just spend the extra money. I'm just like, I'll risk it.
I'll buy another card pack.
Yeah. But no, when you said Pokemon got banned in your school, it kind of reminded me of a story in my elementary school.
Where somebody brought a gun and killed some kids?
Yeah, and it was just like I was like, wow,
Over Pokemon?
bro, why don't you
Jeez.
play some more Pokemon?
Oh.
No, but there was this kid named Joey, and we were like best friends, and he was really,
Joey.
hey yo Joey.
Hey, yo, Joey, we'll play some Pokemon later.
No, he wasn't into Pokemon. He was into WWF.
Oh, he's like practicing moves on me.
He was no.
Hey, let me suplex you. Let's get naked.
Joey
Let's
was
use
also
our
40
shirts
years old.
Yeah.
but-
Hey, you wanna get a little suplex there?
Hey,
yo, Joey.
Hey,
Hey,
take
yo.
your shirt off. I'll film it. Whatever.
I'm John Doe number 2.
Nobody's ever heard of me at all.
It's gonna be fine.
No,
Monster cable.
Monster,
Monster Cable.
get the gold-plated monster cable.
So my parents were totally against me watching wrestling or being any part of anything
Really,
like
the
that.
same way with me. My
Yeah.
mom was like, "You can't do that."
Yeah, so but Joey's mom was like, "Yeah, do whatever you want with wrestling." So
And he's
he
dead
would,
now.
He would, yeah, and he died.
Do whatever you want.
Wow,
I
way
did
to
some
ruin the end of
coke.
the story, bro. Seriously. He jumped off the slide and died trying to suplex.
Himself.
He called it the top rope. We don't know why. It was his top of the
top
slide.
rope.
He's
We
like,
didn't
"I'm
want to say
Sting."
anything. Yeah, he was 40 years old. So
I'm the Hitman Hart.
He would
that
have
died.
like magazines with like wrestling. He would get the ones that were like basically all posters. It would all be like the wrestlers, and they'd be like you tear them out. And he collected the action figures too, and so he would sell those. Like he would bring them on. He would have a backpack full of them, and he'd go as soon as recess hit. We'd go to the back, and there would be a bench, and he'd just lay everything out, and he'd be like, "All right, today these posters are 50 cents a piece, and I'll sell you the action figures for $5."
He's an entrepreneur.
Except for my special ones. And then one day he brought like cans, like collector cans of some soda that had wrestlers on them. He's like, "We got these today," and he would just steal all the kids' lunch monies.
Oh my
and
god!
it was crazy.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, but what I did was because
You bought all of this.
I packed lunch, so I didn't have any lunch money to use, and B, I was good friends with him, so I was like, "Hey, Joey, if I help you,
So that's your voice, not his. You like?
what you think he says? Hey,
Yeah,
Joey, to himself?
no, but he's like, "Hey, you keep talking like this."
All
you know?
right, shut up, Zach. All right, so
Hey,
I,
Joey, you on?
Hey!
so I worked out a deal with him where
You'd suck him off and he'd give you a toy.
I would always ask him. I'd be like, "Yo, bro, let me get some of those," and he'd be like, "No, you
God,
gotta
it's like
buy
a
'em, you
drug
gotta
deal
buy 'em."
again.
Yeah.
But he bet me one day that
He bent you?
if you don't shut up, I'm seriously gonna kill you. Everything I say, you just gotta twist it like.
And then I talked to him. You talked to him.
Oh, did you? So he bet me one day that I couldn't give him a piggyback ride from. This sounds totally gay. Isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But we were little
Wait a
kids.
second.
We also.
How old were you?
We also.
Oh, that was
We
yesterday.
also used to walk between these two trees in the back of our recess with our pants down. We used to walk back and forth. We just pull our pants down, walk in our underwear, just walk around
Oh my God.
until the teachers came, and then we'd rush behind the tree and pull up our pants and act like we didn't do anything.
Those two gay kids are back there.
Should we say
The teacher's
anything?
like-
"No, let their parents work it out."
That one kid's back there again
So yeah, I gave Joey this piggyback ride one day
with your pants down.
across two basketball courts, and then all the way to the end. There was like a football field.
Is this Goshen?
No, this was in Delaware, and it was all the way down to the end of the football field. It was really long. Like even today, like if I had to give. I'm not even gonna say I'd have to give you a piggyback ride, Zach. But if I had to give Jim a piggyback ride all the way down there and back, I probably couldn't do it because it was just that far. But like and I did it, and I got like all these posters, and he only gave me one action figure, but it was a really cool story.
Dang, that's pretty good. Okay, so where are all those posters now?
Your mom tore him up and burned him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get this shit out of my house!
It wasn't even like a legitimate poster. It was just like. It was a magazine, so he would just tear the pages out, so you'd get like this torn edge and like.
Oh yeah, rustic.
But everyone wanted them, so.
Were people actually buying them from him? Like he was selling out every day?
No, yeah, people were buying them.
What?
So he's selling for like 50 cents, and you figure a lot of these kids, their mom gives them like $5 for lunch, and then they're just like, oh,
They're like, yeah, I want Diamond Dallas Page half naked poster.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Not tea today, or have a naked wrestler in my room.
Yeah. Look at this guy wearing spandex and you can almost see his dick.
Look at the outline of his chub.
That is not what you think about when you're in elementary school.
Yeah, it is.
He also.
Well, we know what Jim did when he was younger.
He also sold the Babe ones. That's totally fine.
Oh yeah, now those chicks are hot.
China, God, she looks like a dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I love China.
China.
China does. She's
Ugh.
not a hot wrestler.
Oh, who was it? Freaking
Stacy, she's pretty hot.
Stacey. Monica.
Keebler. Stacey Keebler.
Oh,
Stacey.
woo.
And what was her name? She had blonde hair. I think her name was like Tori or something like
Yeah,
that.
Tori.
She did something with Playboy, I think, too.
I'm sure.
I think Stacy did too.
Wasn't one of the McMahons? Wasn't that a girl wrestler
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
Veronica
McMahon. Look at us talking about wrestling. We know nothing.
It's still on too, which is amazing.
Yeah, people still like it.
I played wrestling games back in the day. WCW versus NWO.
2K14 just came out.
Damn.
That is not a wrestling
WCW
game.
versus
No,
NWO.
wrestling WWE 2K14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It just came out?
Not recently. Yeah, like maybe a couple months ago.
We're
I
gonna have
was
to
gonna
get
say, I
that shit.
think it's been out.
Diamond Cutter. Holy shit! Unlock the code. Bring back Michael Jordan. Holy hell!
What did you just say? I feel like wrestling games are so in depth now. Like if you get a wrestling game or even like
it's like
game in
UFC.
general,
It's like playing UFC.
You have to create your own character, and then you have to learn all the 1,000 different combo moves that you can do.
How I found out about it is through Conan, because Conan has these like gamer skits or whatever that.
Yeah.
Because he has no idea how to play video games, but he was playing it and he made himself and he's made this like string being like wrestler picking up like the Big Show.
Oh,
like,
really?
He's like super skinny wrestler.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like him though. It's
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
that's pretty funny.
The Big Show. God, you love the Big Show.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, we're at it. We're at it.
Rikishi.
We reached. the
Rikishi,
amateur
God,
hour.
gross. Dude, he used to sit on
Rikishi,
people's
Stink
faces.
face.
Ugh.
Oh, he used to. Remember, he used to throw him in the corner, and
Yeah.
then he would run, and then he would just like jump and put his butt in his
Oh,
in their
yeah,
face,
I
like
do remember
slam their ass. Like you must have had to pay that guy a lot of money that night. You're like, you're fighting Rikishi, and he's gonna do stink face. on you. Like,
And the dude's like,
you
come
must be
on,
like,
man. I don't want to fight him.
Oh my god.
Sting's like a mime anyways. He doesn't really talk. He just like...
Yeah, Sting's a mime.
Oh yeah, I don't even think I was watching wrestling back when Sting was a thing, but I remember when Joey was selling me the posters. He was my favorite one. He was,
Oh, yeah, Sting was
he was the action figure. That I
Sting
got.
was sick. Baseball bat too.
Oh, yeah.
got in the games in WCW versus NWO because Sting I think was in NWO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would get the baseball bat out, and you're like, I'm gonna go ham with
Yeah.
Sting.
About to beat your ass.
Because you like all the characters could reach underneath the mat and grab like chairs,
Like a chair
whatever.
or a
Like,
ladder.
anytime Sting went under there, you knew he was gonna grab
He's
his bat.
grabbing the
He was
bat.
Like, all right, it's on now.
You could jump off the post with him with the bat and be
Yeah.
like, blah,
Yeah.
pop,
Yeah.
bat to the head.
Bat to the head.
You
know
did.
He did. So.
Yeah, that was good.
This
Well,
is good wrestling talk.
it was.
We had a pretty extensive talk about
Oh,
wrestling.
another thing that I found out. Anderson Silva, you know how he broke his leg in December when that fight,
Or,
rematch or
it was
whatever.
a crazy fight.
UFC? Do you watch UFC or
No,
no?
not really.
Okay, Anderson Silva broke his leg.
Is that the black dude?
Oh,
the
I saw
Spider
that.
Silva. Yeah, like he
see
had a rematch against.
I might have seen a
gruesome.
replay of it where it like snaps.
Oh,
back.
dude, it
Yeah.
snaps like right in half, and he grabs it, and he's like screaming like ah.
It looks like Play-Doh as soon as it
Yeah,
breaks.
it's like your elbow, but your leg
Yeah.
But your leg.
bending.
It's like your elbow but your leg. That makes total sense.
Like you know how your arm bends? It's like his femur.
So it's like his knee.
No, it's like shin bone just breaks in half,
Yeah.
and it's like and he tries to stand on it, and he's ah.
Oh, he gets back up?
Yeah, he tries to
He's
stand on it, and
standing
just
up
falls
when it
on.
happens.
Oh,
He throws a
okay.
kick, and the guy blocks it by lifting up his leg.
Yeah.
He checks his kick, so he like breaks.
What
his
happened to the other dude's leg?
Nothing. The dude was
Steel.
fine.
Man, do you not feel like a badass after you do that? You're just like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
No, but the
kicked my
whole
leg.
the whole
He's
story.
just like adamantium.
The whole story. The whole story I'm trying to get to is that he's actually becoming a police officer now for the LAPD. How fucking scary would that
What?
be? Yeah, the Anderson Silva
Wait, he's
Spiders.
quitting UFC?
No, he's gonna keep doing that, but he's like everyone in my family was a police officer, and they still are. I wanna do that. So he's training for the LAPD right now.
How can you have two full-time jobs?
With a broken leg?
No, his leg's fully healed now.
Oh.
Now he's training, he's taking classes or whatever for that. And no, you can. UFC is basically like you fight and you train for 6 months and you fight. So it's basically if he gets a title contention or a fight again, then he'll fight. But he wants to be a police officer, and it's a fucking imagine getting pulled over and then mouthing off to the spiders. You didn't know who he was. Just like beats your ass for no reason, but then you get
You're
gets
dead.
arrested.
You can't beat your ass for no reason.
Or what are you
And
trying to
then
like?
they
You
get
try
it
to
on
fight him
video.
or whatever. You try to fight him, he just like snaps
I
your
don't
arm in
know.
half.
If you take a typical cop, how many actual fist fights would he get into?
A lot. He
might-
has to kill old ladies. He has to kill everything.
Are you jaywalking, bitch?
It depends on
Every
who it
report
is.
they give him, like, oh, there's an old lady that needs help in her house. All right, I'll go beat her up. No,
Ah,
Silva, she needs
no,
help.
no.
I'll go kick her ass.
Oh, okay,
I'll go break her jaw.
So, call the ambulance. She's dead. The cat was in the tree, and I accidentally killed her first.
I drop kicked the cat and
I dropped it right in her face.
All right, well, we'll see how that story unfolds in the upcoming year.
Silva arrested, killed 6 people.
I just
Traffic stop.
I think that if you're a fighter your whole life, you can't just go into a 9-to-5 job and
Be
like
fine.
it.
Yeah, but like
It's
Steven Seagal, he's an actual cop, but he just
So is
he does
Shaq.
movies too. Shaq's an actual cop.
Shaq's
Yeah.
not an actual cop.
Yeah, he's licensed for Cleveland, Miami, and
Because
like, LA.
he played a cop in Grown Ups too.
Oh,
yeah, no, he's an actual cop though.
Yeah,
He's a swear.
that is weird.
That's great. Imagine him like, oh
yeah,
shit.
but how can you even seriously like do your job
but
if
he
you're
doesn't-
that famous?
He doesn't work at a precinct, so he doesn't have a.
No, he's like a
officer's
sheriff
job.
or whatever. Like he like it's like if they need extra help, he'll help or whatever.
Yeah. Do you not think that he got that job just because?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like I
Probably.
didn't really take the classes. No, it's okay, Shaq. We got you. You want to be a police officer?
Yeah.
You want to be a president?
Just sign the dotted line and sit in this class for 2 weeks. You're good.
that's
Let
all.
us
That's
know.
how Arnold became governor.
He's like, I need to be governor. Make me governor.
Why Arnold? Why? We can't
Because-
understand it. Just put him through.
I gotta get to the chopper.
He gets a spear shoved.
Oh,
through
he
his
does?
butthole.
So
Yeah.
wait,
Oh, his butthole?
Zach,
Yeah.
you're completely caught up because you just started watching it.
I know. I literally watched it while I was at work.
Oh, you did like you
And
marathon?
yeah, marathoned, and then I went to bed watching it, and I would stop it before I fall asleep, and then go back to work and watch it while
Wait,
I'm
you
at
would
work.
pause it before you went to sleep? You wouldn't just fall asleep through an episode and
No.
pick up where you left off?
Nope.
You're like, oh, I'm getting a little drowsy.
I'm getting a
I'm
little
gonna pause.
drowsy, and I'm gonna
I
have
do
dreams.
That's a lot. Yeah, okay, that's weird. No, but what I thought was weird is like you started watching the Walking Dead, and you were like in maybe the end of the first season.
It's when the
or-
season started, the fourth
second.
season.
Yeah, no, but like you were watching like the first or second season, and then you would come over, and Jim and I were watching The Walking Dead. I stopped watching after the first season, so I just kind of was watching it because Jim had it on. But you were like in the process of watching the show, and then you would come over and watch like the new episodes with us, and I was like, how can you do that when you're just like it's just like reading a book. The first 5 chapters of the book, and then flipping to the
ahead.
end, reading that, and then going back and watching them or reading the middle.
Well, I didn't know what happened in the middle part, but I wanted to, because I was like I
wanted to
said,
see what
I was
how it ended
I was
up.
marathoning through the entire like seasons.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3 done.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in half of season 4. So
Yeah,
it was
but
wasn't
that's
bad.
the thing. Like, I would never do that. Like, sometimes a show will even come on that I've never seen before in my life, and it'll be like I don't know, in the middle of a season, and
Saved by the Bell?
I'll just flip it because I'll be like, what if one time I want to go back and watch that whole series? Like, I don't want to have anything ruined for me. So
Yeah.
I thought it was very notable.
You're
that
just
you
like-
would do that.
Flipping through this looks like a good show, but I'm not gonna watch any more of it because this is gonna ruin everything.
Yeah, I'll watch
Yeah.
like 5 minutes to see like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is a good show. Jim, what would you do?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Usually,
I feel like you're the oddball here, Zach.
Yeah, if I see something, I'm like, I know I want to watch it from the beginning. I'm like, dude, I can't watch this right now. I'm watching
like
it
this,
from the beginning.
like that one show we're getting ready to start.
Misfits.
Watching. Misfits.
It looks
Saw-
so good.
Saw an ad for it on Hulu the other day.
It's a Hulu original.
Yeah, it's like a British Twilight mixed with
X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah.
Not Twilight.
I
Wow.
thought it had it's weird. It's just super like trippy kind of
It
weird.
looked trippy. And there's 5 seasons of it already.
5 seasons
Already?
and we
Yeah.
haven't heard anything about it. That's what
Never
happens
heard
when you have an ocean between you and a TV series. You just never.
An ocean,
An ocean of current.
Yeah, the Pacific.
the Pacific.
Yeah, it's a British show.
Oh, that's cool.
Did he mention
Hey,
that?
and that wasn't me that hit the table. It was Jim's hand.
Bullshit.
Wow,
That was you.
Now you're just you just flopped your penis on the table.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That was almost a soundboard worthy yell right there. Flopped his penis on the table.
Wow.
Was that like your honest reaction
Oh my
to the
God,
word
yeah.
penis? Or
Yeah, I was
something?
like, penis, whoa! Jeez.
Oh man. Okay, so I had something on the tip of my tongue to talk about, and then
Well, I
forgot
do.
about it. All right, go ahead.
Amazon Fire TV just released today.
Okay, I hope you have more information on that because I saw a picture and it was just like
No, it's like basically
like
five.
an Apple TV.
Yeah, but it's like 5-inch by 5-inch square,
Okay,
and you
besides
can
the
you can play
dimensions-
games on it.
Okay,
You can
'cause
play
it has
video
a
games,
game
and you can
controller.
watch Netflix, Hulu, and you can actually watch. I think they're gonna try to get actual like ESPN and stuff on this. They're gonna work towards that. That's their biggest goal. But their other big goal is to actually get EA Sports and get all these other places like EA and all the other game developers to actually make games specifically for this, so it can compete directly with like PS4 and Xbox One. And it's only $100 too. So
So do you think that's gonna happen?
I have no idea. It
The
might
games
be.
look shitty.
Do they?
They're Amazon games.
I looked at an article and I was like, I clicked on because I was like, oh, this looks interesting. The article was literally a picture of the box, the remote, and the game controller. No, but that was it.
Yeah.
Like there were no words or anything. I was like, okay.
There's a video that I watched about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So the games are like what? Like iPad games or something like that?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're saying they're.
I don't want to do a podcast this week.
You fuckers.
Wow.
Oh shit, are we live?
We're live.
I don't want
live
to do
are
one.
we?
Zach got over here. Let's just make him go.
Are we like the live where we can still take all this back, or are we the live where we have to keep going?
We're live where we have to keep going.
You
We
have to
can't
keep-
stop.
Man.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I can't stop the music.
All right. Well.
But yeah.
But yeah.
So what's up, guys? Welcome to the Amateur Hour
Podcast. You got it.
Yeah, thank you.
I was gonna let you just run with that introduction, but
This is episode 7, yeah?
Yeah?
I
Eh?
think so.
Yeah?
I think
Yeah?
so. Before we
Eh?
know it, we'll be having episode 700.
7,000.
700. You don't want to touch the table. It rocks back and
Oh,
forth.
no, I'm not going to move. I'm going
Oh,
to keep my
you're gonna-
elbows on here.
Look at this gargoyle over here. Oh, we've got Zach the gargoyle in the building. I'm not moving.
You're not gonna move your arms at all.
No, I'm just going to literally sit here.
All right. So Zach's arms are on the table right now.
When you guys hear the table move, that's when Zach moves.
Anytime you
So-
hear a noise and you're like, "What?" the
Take a drink.
Yeah, take a drink. Anytime you hear Zach make the table move, take a drink.
Yeah. Well, I guess we won't have many viewers 10 minutes in. We'll all be wasted.
So what's been going on, guys?
Oh, just the normal this and that. I was gonna ask you guys the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach. Didn't do any arm exercises lately? Why don't you show us?
We're gonna be getting you to try to move your arms the rest of this show.
It's the bet. It's the bet
There's
on the
no
table.
way you can't.
I'm not going to move my arms the way they are right now.
They're not even in a comfortable position.
Yeah,
You
this
have
is so
one
comfortable.
Elbow on the table and
One's
one
nuzzling my chin,
forearm. Yeah, it's very.
and the
weird.
other one's holding my phone.
I guarantee you've already moved it.
I
guarantee people have already heard the
I
stupid
bet not.
on the mic.
Is
It's
that
like,
what it's
that's exactly the sound that
not
you're
gonna,
making.
no, there's no movement on this
All right,
table.
Whatever. What have you been up to, Zach?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Just work and working out and just hanging out with you guys, with you fellas.
Oh, barely. We try to keep you away from us as much as possible.
Keep you at bay.
Every time we hang out, it just seems like something bad happens.
I
Something
know.
Bad luck.
horrible.
Something horrible.
Yeah, like the other day. Should
What?
we even talk about
We
this?
should. I think we should talk about it.
So we were all together. Sorry, I didn't have a story.
I didn't have a story. I was like,
I
what?
was hoping someone would save me.
I
but
don't
I
remember
looked
the
at both of
story.
you and you're like, oh yeah.
What
did we do?
happened? What happened?
We were all together the other day, though. We watched the Walking Dead season finale.
No.
You weren't there.
Oh, you didn't
Was that
watch it?
Kevin? Was that not me?
Actually, no, it
it
was
was
just
just
me and
us. I was just thinking.
We were all
there.
together in
You
spirit.
were with us in spirit.
In spirit.
We have actually a little cardboard cutout of you that we sit on the couch. We're like, hey Zach,
One time I was passed
feed
on
you
the floor and
cereal.
took a picture of me.
Yeah. You're in a very provocative pose, and you have no clothes on.
No clue.
He looks like a walker.
The guys at Fathead would not recommend that I do that as a custom Fathead, but I was like,
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
do this. I gotta
need-
slap him
I
on
need
this
four,
board.
4 copies of this for my
4?
Yeah.
That's
One in each corner.
One on the ceiling.
No, one in each corner.
One on the ceiling.
Ooh, I should have got a 5th one for the ceiling.
You should have blown up one. Just on my- just on my dick.
Trust me, I blew up all the other ones. You don't have to worry about that.
blow up a fathead.
Blown on and blown up.
I'm gonna blow off a fathead. Oh, so we can't talk about the season finale of The Walking Dead?
No.
No, that's spoilers. Total
So
spoilers.
people do that. It's oh my god, it's a
I
week
can't-
ago.
I cannot
Yeah,
be
but still, there are probably
Oh,
people
man.
that are listening to this
like
who
me.
have either like like Zach.
I haven't
You're on
seen-
like what, the 2nd season or something?
No, I'm done with it. I just need
Yeah,
to watch
but you
this
just
episode.
put in the notes. Hello, Walking Dead spoiler alert. Then you're good.
All right, and then nobody will
Watch
watch it.
it. We lose
I'm
half.
like, oh, I'm not listening to this podcast.
So you're telling me that there's nobody out there that made season or videos talking about season finale of Walking Dead? Bull
probably
crap.
probably specific videos.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we can't talk about it.
Unbelievable.
What is your review on it as an overall review without spoilers?
Well,
Besides the fact that they all die.
at
No
the
more
end,
spoilers.
yeah, at the end when Rick dies, that's
What the
tough
fuck?
part.
They're gonna be like
Kindle
almost
games.
up to par
Yeah.
later on
But
with.
what? Okay, I guess what separates it from an Apple TV then would be the games. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
And it says
this stage.
it says that it's 3 times faster than like any other product out there.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's called marketing.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is the best product since sliced bread," and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it is. I'm gonna buy it."
It's got like 2 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What kind of GPU does that have? Is it overclocking that or?
Yeah, it's actually
How's the Frostbelt and the jump drives?
the frost belt and the jump drives. There's no frost belt in the jump drives. That doesn't make any sense.
You might want to get those supercharged.
you might want to check into that.
I
mean-
use a little hydro coolant, maybe a nice thermal take PSU.
Does it have a little
Nice.
NOS in it?
A little NOS.
Overclock it?
I mean, if you're gonna take yourself seriously, you might as well have an eyebrow waxing station.
An eyebrow waxing station. Wow.
Have you guys ever gotten into audiobooks?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've bought a couple. Yeah.
Have you? Because I was thinking about, I got an Audible the other day, and because the guys that I work with, they're a lot of like developers, and they're just like all into this fantasy like novels and stuff, and they were telling me about them, and they're like, "You should read these. You should read these." And I'm looking at them,
They
and
say
they're
it
like,
exactly like that.
yeah, that's how they say it. Every time I come in, they're like, "You should read these. You should read these." And
These
I was like,
audiobooks?
What the hell are you talking about?
At work?
Is that how they
No,
normally
they
talk to?
didn't recommend them as audiobooks. They recommended them as actual books.
You
the
would take the easy way out.
And the way I look at it is they're developers, so they're looking at code, lines and lines of code all day. So they're training their brain to read lots and lots of lines. Where I'm a designer, so I
Oh
just,
my
I
god!
just look
Just
at
give us a
things.
bad rap.
Yeah.
Oh, designers know how to read
No,
or
I'm just
anything.
saying. I would rather just listen to stuff while I was like working on
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
or while
okay.
I'm like on my way to work.
I can see that.
Then I don't know. The last time I actually sat down and read a book, I don't even know. Like even in high school, I was just like Spark Notes, blah 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 blah. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like those books are boring. But
At like my old job, like
Yeah.
my boss required us to read books.
really,
Yeah, he would every 2 months.